Today, we are focused on risk responses, a critical component of the PRINCE2 methodology that you will certainly encounter on your exam. PRINCE2 defines risk as an uncertain event that can be a negative threat or a positive opportunity. For each, you must select an appropriate response. The 6 responses for threats are avoid, reduce, fallback, transfer, accept, and share. For opportunities, the responses are exploit, enhance, share, and reject. Notice that share can be used for both threats and opportunities. Let's break these down with exam-style examples. For a threat, say your project to organize an outdoor concert faces a risk of heavy rain. An avoid response would be to move the concert indoors, completely eliminating the threat. A reduce response would aim to lessen the probability or impact. For example, you could move the concert to a month with historically less rainfall to reduce the probability, or order ponchos for the audience to reduce the impact if it does rain. A fallback or contingency plan involves actions taken only if the risk occurs, like having a large tent on standby to be erected quickly if rain starts. Transfer involves shifting the financial impact to a third party, such as buying insurance to cover losses if the concert's main act cancels due to illness. An accept response is a conscious decision to do nothing, often because the cost of the response outweighs the risk itself. Finally, a share response involves a partner, like agreeing with a vendor to share profits if ticket sales are high, but also share losses if they are low. For opportunities, if that same concert project has a risk of an unusually sunny day, an exploit response would be to take action to guarantee the opportunity happens, perhaps by pre-booking a popular local ice cream vendor. Enhance would be to increase the probability or impact, like running a social media campaign promoting the sunny forecast to boost ticket sales. Share works here too, perhaps partnering with that ice cream vendor to split the profits. Reject is when you consciously decide not to pursue an opportunity, perhaps because it would distract from the project's main objectives. A common exam trap is confusing these responses. The exam will test your ability to select the most appropriate and proportionate response. A key rule is that the cost of the response must be balanced against the severity of the risk. You wouldn't spend $100,000 on a contingency plan for a risk that has a potential impact of only $10,000. Another confusion point is the difference between the risk owner and the risk actionee. The risk owner is the individual accountable for managing the risk, while the risk actionee is the person or group responsible for carrying out the response actions. The exam might present a scenario where these roles are confused. Here's a mnemonic to remember the threat responses. Use the acronym RAFT, which stands for avoid, share, reduce, accept, fallback, transfer. For free practice questions, AI-powered explanations, and more exam prep tools, visit openexamprep.com. That's openexamprep, all one word, .com.